This is an RC space fighter, and I'm so excited to bring it to the channel. Now, I know it looks like it's been to space, through space, all the meteors, and back again, and there's a good reason for that.
Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, jeez.
This airplane comes in under $100 as a plug-and-play kit setup. That's amazing. But if you're watching and you've never flown anything before, I'm gonna highly recommend a trainer plane that we recently featured on the channel that comes with the radio, the airplane in kit form. You assemble it in about an hour or so, batteries and everything included, and then you can use that transmitter after you've learned to fly a little bit and fly it with this and tons of other planes and drones. That's under $200. But back to the space fighter, guys. This is a very cool plane, as many of them on the website linked in the description box below are actually made in America. And this one has been repaired in America too, many times. That is because, I don't know if you guys know this, canard, which is the type of airplane this is spelled backwards, is idiot. Turns out that when you come out and fly this for the first time and you think you've got everything just down perfectly and you launch it.
Nate had the ailerons backwards. Thankfully he caught that before he took off. All right, and he's nervous because he's in the grass. Launch with confidence. Launch confidence. Let's go. Ooh, this is a weird way to take it off. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, jeez. Launch with confidence. Let's go. Oh boy, there goes my beautiful airplane. This launch is apparently going to take more confidence than what Nate's used to having.
And that happens, and you think, well, that was just nose heavy, okay? I can fix that. So we're gonna repair it. We put it back in the shop, back to the drawing board. Okay, let's add flight stabilization just in case. We adjust the CG, added flight stabilization, we're back at it. Yeah, that didn't go so well either. So let's eliminate the flight stabilization and really perfect that CG. So we got a smaller battery, push that CG back. We look at the instructions, we know CG's right there, baby. We got it, perfect. There's no way we could fail.
Third time's the charm.
I think we've got it down to hopefully perfection this time. So we're gonna make this thing fly.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Launch with even better confidence. Launch even better confidence. Go. Oh, it just doesn't want to fly. Oh boy, that's the worst one.
Because I got the most speed out of that. Yeah. Oh, then we failed hard. That was the worst one of them all. So here we are for the fourth try. I have toothpicks glued to my space fighter.
Your nose is a little crooked.
But we're gonna fly today, and that's because I learned through the community page that on a canard, when your elevator control surface on the front is on the front and not in the back, it's opposite. It's opposite. Why would they do that? Bixler, you gotta tell me these things. I mean, I just had the most confidence over and over. Imagine throwing a plane with full nose down every time and wondering, why won't it fly? That's what I did a lot. This poor plane. Still the original.
This is your first time with one of these, right?
It is, it is.
Never had this.
It is. So please, forgive me.
It's like the Delta experience back like 10 years ago all over again.
Why won't it work? Because you want it to go up, stop pushing down, Nate. So that's why we are here now. Now the good news is, if it fails again today, I will get back on this horse and ride it. And the cool thing is, if I need to buy and replace this plane, it only costs $30 to replace the entire airplane, and I can save the electronics. That's kind of the beauty of these flight test things. Support an American channel, links in the description box below. You're supporting an American family business when you buy these things. So let Flight Test know you love seeing the very real content on our channel by smashing like, sharing this video, get it out there in the community. We all fail, but fingers crossed, we have some level of success today.
I was gonna say, you're saying all this like you're going to fly it successfully today, so let's see it.
Because we are.
I don't think you have enough toothpicks on that, Nate.
Oh, we got more toothpicks. There's no shortage of toothpicks. I don't know what it is about this airplane, but I just really want to see it fly.
Is this our only pink and purple plane we've ever had?
We had a purple Delta wing, remember the radio link recently?
Oh yeah.
That was purple, but it didn't
Right.
have pink on it. I wasn't the only one between me and Roger that our minds were blown that canards, look at this, I'm gonna show you. Watch, you ready? Up elevator, that sucker goes down. Down elevator, that sucker goes up. And that's the way it's supposed to be. But ailerons in the back are normal. Now we're gonna keep flight stabilization completely off on this. And I wanna show you guys my CG. I might have a little more glue now. Jason, the laser master, said himself that it should nose down just a touch, and it does. So, that's the last time you're nosing down, Space Fighter. Let's go.
Launch with the most confidence you've ever had in your entire life because of all the failed attempts. Launch confidence, let's go. Oh, it went up this time. You did it. Now keep it up. It's like kiting. The wind picked up right when you took off.
Oh, that's the best feeling of success I've ever had on an RC plane. I don't think I've had so many failed attempts and then just success like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I looked away for a second. I gotta focus because this wind is very nasty. I really wanted to wait for better weather to get this back out, but honestly, the way I've got it held together and stuff, I thought, you know what, if it crashes again, I'm just gonna rebuild it from the ground up because I've seen it fly. I knew I was doing something wrong. You know, you need lift to fly an airplane. So that's nose into the wind. That's why we're just cruising along like that, and it's flying great. I couldn't tell you if it needs any trim or anything because I'm flying in so much wind, but I'm not having to fight anything. It looks amazing. It's just very different. I can't believe we're finally flying it. I feel so stupid. I really do.
Well, that's the only way you're gonna learn.
Yes.
So if you think you know everything, you're never gonna learn. So.
Thank you. I think, I mean, I do. I feel stupid, I do, but I feel it in a good, healthy way because I wanted to share this video with everybody. Now, everyone that flies this for the first time, they might get it right. I will say Jason's build video, at an hour and a half into the build video, he says, you know, canards, this is how they work. Okay, well.
Maybe put that at the beginning?
When it's vital like this, maybe, yeah. So that's just kind of funny, but Jason, the Laser Master, is awesome. He's, I've really enjoyed their channel a lot lately. I'm learning everybody's names and nicknames and everything. Let's see if we can roll it. You ready?
Ready.
Don't fall apart, don't fall apart. No, okay, that was a good roll.
That looked cool.
Nice. Yeah, triple roll, quadruple. I'd do a fifth one, but I don't know what the, is it a centuple? I don't know. We're gonna see if it can loop too, but I gotta get that nose into the wind. Oh, who would have thought reverse elevator control surface? Insane to me, just insane.
Hurts my brain.
It hurts my brain too. I cannot, I don't understand it even now that it's working. So, okay, we're gonna try for a loop. It's very windy, but here we go. I could have gone more throttle on that, so let's actually give it a chance, a shot here. Throttle, full throttle. Hey, it did it. This poor thing has been through so much and it's still flying like this. Let's get a little lower so you guys can actually see it in the air. I've been flying a couple mistakes high just because it's been through so much. I wanted to make sure my repair jobs would hold up. It's doing okay. Just so you guys know, a little hot glue on these flight test planes goes a long way. And some ingenuity with toothpicks too really helped hold this thing together. Now this is flying, I have mine flying on a 3S 1300 milliamp battery. I'm not aiming for long flights. Abby, I brought the drone for us to get some chase shots, but I'm just gonna say that's not gonna happen today with all this wind, but maybe another day. And what do you think of Roger's purple and pink paint job on that?
It's awesome.
Yeah. So this was a semi-stolen prototype of the Space Fighter from flight test, which is kind of cool. And that's part of the problem, I think, is because I didn't build it or because Roger didn't actually fully build this one, we didn't know about those little details. We just took this thing.
So you took it from flight test.
Yep.
Headquarters,
yep.
And it was just like the shell.
Yep.
There were no electronics.
No
in
electronics were in it. Yep.
Wow.
So all we needed to do was basically bind it.
I see. Okay.
And he painted it.
Yeah.
You know, big thanks to Flight Test, of course. But they were all excited because it was their prototype. Little did they know behind the scenes, I was repeatedly just nosing it into the ground. This has taken more of a beating than any airplane I think we've had on our channel. And it is actually flying. One of the biggest successful feelings I've ever had flying anything. And I should also point out, there is no flight stabilization in this right now. I completely turned it off because I wanted to have total control over the plane, so there's no like safe equivalency or AS3X or anything. So if you're seeing the wobble from the wind, just like that with low throttle, that's why. I
think one of the coolest things about flight tests though is that you will most likely learn the most you will ever learn about aviation, aerodynamics, RC planes with flight tests.
I agree.
Than you ever have with any other company.
I fully agree with that, because you're building it, you're learning it, if you don't, what am I trying to say? There's a lot of forgiveness on these planes. Like my toothpick front stabilizer, thinking, is that gonna hold? I mean, it feels good. It feels just as stiff as the other side that is still in one piece. And it comes out here and you fly it, and look at it, Abby, we're flying. I mean, this is one of the best adrenaline rushes in the world. And for $160, you can get a ready to fly setup. It's a trainer airplane that we featured on the channel not very long ago, less than a month ago. It's their Explorer. We'll have it linked in the description box below for all beginners. That thing will fly hands-free with no stabilizer. It's amazing.
And good on flight tests for making something unique. Nate and I talk about it all the time, like, why is it always just like another Cessna or another Piper, or, you know, all these things we see over and over again? Another P-51. I know everybody loves P-51s, I get it. But it's nice to have something different to fly.
Fully agree.
And Flight Test delivers with that.
And mind-blowingly, if you buy their radial motors and ESCs, they have a lifetime warranty. Those are American, I almost lost the plane in someone. They're backed by an American family, American company, having a lifetime warranty, and somehow their prices are beating out pretty well. It's because of the Adams board. You know, it's a kit, you're kind of building it yourself. With just an hour or so of time on that Explorer trainer plane, you can have it in the air. And this one I think was like a 2-hour build or so. It's really a simple process. It's a lot of fun. It's better than a puzzle or a video game. And then you get to bring it out, and we're gonna go for a landing here. Uh-oh, and a hard landing at that. Stalled it, but I needed the grass, so whatever. I know it survived that. Don't ever give up. That's kind of the point of this video. Not just on flight test airplanes or E-flite airplanes or RC in general, but just whatever hobby or thing you're doing, or maybe you're hanging drywall, you know, or cooking dinner and you burnt chicken. Don't give up.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why did you delete your post asking for help on this on the Flight Test community page?
Yeah, that's super fair. So I did post this with the issue on the Flight Test community page with the nose crunched completely, and 2 guys like instantly chimed in, thank you for your help if you're one of those guys, and they said the exact same thing. I didn't want to draw too much negative attention to a crash, especially just I have a slightly big influence on people, and I'm aware of that. I try to be modest about it, but I'm aware of it, and I don't want to draw the wrong negative attention to this because I knew that was my fault, and so I confirmed it with this flight. If I would have known without a doubt, because remember, this was the first eye-opening moment where I was like, wow, really? That's what it is? I deleted it with hesitation, reservation, that if that's not it, then I don't want to draw too much negative attention to it. Now, if I'd have known without a doubt that that was the problem, I'd have left that post on Facebook so people could learn from it. But that's what this video is about, right? So, fair question. Don't give up. Don't give up. This thing looked absolutely destroyed. I got a picture of it, just crunched up horribly. Should not have flown. And I took about 30 to 40 minutes or so and just slowly hot glued things back together in the order that made the most sense to me. And where it needed reinforcement, or at least I thought it did, I took toothpicks both internally, I drove some in, and here on the outside, just to reinforce that. So when the wing is, you know, got force pushing up against it, or even down, it didn't just want to snap where my brake was. This definitely like shouldn't have flown, but it did, and I'm so happy with those results.
I mean, guys, shouldn't have flown with how many times you crashed
that's
it?
what I mean. Yeah,
okay.
Because it crashed. I crashed it so much. We even On some of the crashes, my bullet plugs came dislodged and disconnected, so I had to cut into the back here. Roger actually did that so we could re-plug it back in and just taped it closed again in case we needed it again. And turns out we did need it again. I had crashed it and they came disconnected again. So it's a lot of fun to build something, to learn. You take these flat pieces of foam and you bring them to life, which just looks neat. You can add some character to it if you like with collar and stickers and stuff, but then when you bring it out to fly it, whether you crash like I did repeatedly and then finally had success, or you have initial success on that very first maiden, it's a huge, huge, huge adrenaline rush, one of the best feelings in the world, and it makes you, it's so addicting. Now I want to do that. I want to have that feeling more and more and more. Hopefully not so many crashes, but that feeling of success is amazing. It really is. I mean, and that's what we like to do, is share experiences on our channel. Yes, there's a product involved, but it's all about sharing the experience on our channel. That's the way it has been since day one. I don't want you guys to run out and have, quickly buy an RC that Nate said was great and have a bad experience and then never want to do RC again. I can tell you thousands of times people have walked into hobby shops, some teenage kid that doesn't know the hobby made the wrong recommendation, they go fly and crash their $500 investment, and then they get so discouraged they throw it in the trash and they never want to try RC again. This is such a good way to try RC, super affordable. If I needed to rebuild the whole thing, it only would have cost me $30. That's amazing. So, and I still might, because let's face it, that's in pretty rough shape, so I might just buy that $30 replacement and redo it now that I've experienced it flying, because it is very cool. Do me a massive favor, if you like seeing flight test content on our channel, their planes, their drones, everything, whether you're buying this or the trainer we just recommended, or you just need a couple batteries or a new transmitter, or you're wanting to build a really awesome bomber kit for the winter, click our link in the description box below and buy your flight test kit that way. It is the perfect time of the year to build up your fleet of RCs on a dime with the flight test stuff. I've got my eye on the Sportster. We have a little bit of a surprise hopefully coming to the channel, hopefully, that we've been working on. Roger, thank you. And we want to share more of these experiences with you guys, because there's just more to the story with something like this. I didn't just take it out of the box and just, you know, and that's fun too. I love that. I have a decade of flying RC like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But this just builds stories and character, and there's fulfillment with it, more so than just popping it out of a box and flying it. So I want you guys to experience that too. I want to say massive thanks to God for blessing us with this awesome day. I didn't plan on flying today. Actually, we had a busy day, a little break in the weather, and we were like, let's get it done. So we did, and here we are, and we had flight. It was amazing. So thank you, God, for everything, all the blessings, the good, the bad, just life in general. So glad for that breath of fresh air, and I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for being here with us, supporting our channel, doing what you do, watching, liking, sharing, commenting. I'm so thankful for you guys. I love you. God loves you, and we just hope you're having a great day. Now, yes, this spaceship, this space fighter, will be linked in the description box below, but I'm telling you that Flight Test Mini Explorer that's ready to fly for like $160 is kind of insane, because it comes with a universal transmitter, all kinds of good stuff, extra bells and whistles, an upgraded wing, everything you need to get in the air. And that video is well worth your time if you haven't watched it. It's popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.